Whitmer heading out of division, taking on Southview. Cougars are going to bounce back from that loss to Fremont Ross earlier this week. Panthers, Mackay Leach, the big-time triple. Whitmer up by 1, 8-7. Take note of that score. Micah Bay, the facilitator to Parker Sears, who finishes and won. Southview up 9 after 1. Second quarter, Bays finds Will Mays, who converts. It's a 20-0 run for Southview. And then here comes Whitmer. Napoleon Jemison capitalizes off the nice ball movement, draws the foul. Panthers down 15 at the half. Third quarter, Panthers clawing their way back in. Tamarian Davis over to Leach, slams it in. Panthers have all the momentum. They cut it just a 2-point game going to the fourth. Southview trying to throw the knockout punch. Bays pulling up, gets it to a 7-point lead. But after 2 straight Elijah McLeod triples, McLeod giving Whitmer their first lead since that 8-7 lead as the Panthers outscore Southview 48-25 in the second half. Antoine West capping off the huge 8-point comeback win on the road.
They played more as a team starting out, and that was just something that we didn't do coming out. We was really just doing one-on-one basketball, and that's not Whitmer basketball. We got to move the ball, get good shots, and we just wasn't doing that. So that's what led to them getting the lead. Pressing full court, getting their best player to get sped up, throw the ball some places, get some turnovers, create chaos. That's just what we love to do. Everybody not rooting for us. We used to it, but we just got to fight through it. We love it. We love adversity.
Watching that adversity play out, Greg Frankie and Rodney Martin, they break down the big Whitmer come-from-behind win.
Really exciting and loud evening here, even without the pep band here at Southview, as the Southview Cougars really looked like they were intent on just sweeping Whitmer right back to Tremainsville Road as they had a 29-10 lead late in the first half. And then suddenly Whitmer turned it around. They cut it to 15 by halftime. Then they really picked it up, and Mackay Leach with 17 third-quarter points. All of a sudden they were within 2, and there was a sense that Whitmer was going to come back and win this game.
Well, the game is going to be a game of runs. Whitmer just had to weather the storm of the excitement of being in Southview's, giving them their best punch and everything else.
And then another interesting fact of the game is that Antoine West, who did not have his typical scoring game, he did make some major contributions in the final quarter. But Mackay Leach picked it up, and Elijah McLeod with 3 consecutive threes with all the pressure in the world on him. So those guys really stepped it up.
Well, you got a 3-handed monster in McLeod, Leach, and West. So when one guy's not having a great night, it's on the other guys to go ahead and pick it up. And like you just said earlier, a little bit ago, West said, okay, it's not my night. So, you carry the load until I get it going.
But Southview played great for long stretches, and Micah Bays, he was scoring, he was making fantastic picture assists,
yes.
And he really impressed throughout the game.
Well, Bays and Richard and Power, early in the game, they were going high and low. They were using those big guys, going ahead and finishing around the basket. Also, with Bays coming down, getting the guys to suck in and go ahead and drop off to the guys in the short corners. So the game plan was working. They just had to weather the storm with the pressure of Whitmer.
Yeah, they really picked it up, especially full court pressure in the second half. It did disrupt Southview's offense and ultimately changed the complexion of the game. The final score, 62-54, a big win for Whitmer.